Watch your dog the next time you walk through the front door. Before you've set down your keys, they're already reading your face. Not your treat pocket, your face. That detail matters more than most owners ever realize. We tend to measure a dog's love in the obvious ways. The tail spinning at full speed, the body pressing into your legs, the whimper when you leave. Those signals are real, but they're also easy to misread. A wagging tail can mean a lot of things. A dog excited about dinner isn't the same as a dog who has chosen you as their safe person. What canine attachment research actually describes is something quieter and more specific, a set of behaviors that mirror the secure base bond documented between human infants and their caregivers. Dogs don't show these behaviors toward just anyone in the room. They show them toward one person in particular. Here are 6 signs, grounded in dog behavior science, that reveal your dog doesn't just live with you, they've made you their anchor. Your dog is standing in the hallway, making that small, impatient sound that is not quite a bark and not quite a whine. Maybe the water bowl is full. Maybe the leash is still on the hook. Maybe nothing obvious is wrong. Then you look down, and the sound changes. The ears shift, the eyebrows lift, the body leans forward, and suddenly it feels less like noise and more like someone trying very hard to make themselves understood. That is not just owner imagination. Research by Yin and McCowan and work from Miklosi's group has shown that domestic dogs bark more often and with more context-specific variety than wolves. In plain language, dogs did not just keep an old wild sound. They shaped a noisy, expressive channel that humans are unusually good at noticing. A sharp, alert bark, a frustrated demand bark, a higher greeting sound, a soft complaint from across the room. These are not random copies of one another. Your dog has been studying the human audience, and the audience is you. That is why the little performance often comes with a full-body translation, a head tilt, a glance toward the shelf, a bounce toward the door and back, a brief look at your face, as if checking whether the message landed. Before the keys hit the dish by the entrance, that same dog is already doing a tiny communication test. Did you see me? Did you understand me? Are you available? This is where constant following starts to look different. The dog who trails you from the kitchen to the laundry basket is not always being clingy in the spoiled, dramatic way people joke about. Often, this is proximity seeking. In attachment language, they are keeping the safest person within range, not glued to you, orbits you. There is a difference. A panicked dog cannot settle when you move. A securely attached dog may simply prefer your radius, the way a child plays better when the trusted adult is nearby. They may lie down where they can see your feet, then get up when those feet disappear. And when that safe radius matters most, dogs often choose it during the quietest hours of the day. When the house finally goes dark, notice the geography your dog creates. Not the expensive bed with the perfect washable cover. Not always the sunny mat by the window. Maybe they choose the strip of carpet outside your room, the folded blanket near your side of the couch, or the corner where they can hear you turn the page of a book. They are not decorating. They are choosing a safe resting zone. Sleep is one of the least guarded states an animal has. That choice matters. A dog resting near your scent, your breathing, or your ordinary night sounds is making a practical, emotional decision. The place beside a trusted caregiver is not just warmer or softer, it is more predictable. It is the spot where danger would be noticed, where the group is gathered, where the body can power down without scanning every shadow. This is why the bedtime arrangement can reveal more than the daytime chaos. During the day, food, toys, visitors, squirrels, and routines compete for attention. At night, the options narrow. Your dog's body asks a simple question: where can I stop being on duty? If the answer is near you, that is trust in its most physical form. Not all dogs express it by pressing close. Some get too warm. Some prefer a doorway. Some older dogs choose a cooler floor, but keep their nose pointed in your direction. The detail is not the exact distance. The detail is the chosen reference point. Are they arranging their rest around access to you? That is the quiet clue. Research on dog owner separations also points in the same direction, from the opposite side of the day. Dogs often show stronger greeting or affiliative behavior after their owner has been absent. The return matters because the absence mattered. So the dog who settles near you at night and erupts when you come back is showing two ends of the same attachment thread. One is stillness, the other is motion. And when the door opens after that absence, the thread can become impossible to miss. You hear nails tap against the floor before you even see the body. Then comes the curve, the spine bending into a comma, the hips swinging, the mouth open, the breath coming in little bursts. Some dogs grab the nearest toy as if emotion needs an object to carry it. Some spin once, sneeze, press their shoulder into your knee, then rush away and rush back because staying still is suddenly too hard. It looks theatrical, but it is not just drama. An intense reunion greeting is easy to dismiss as habit, especially if your dog is generally excitable. But attachment research gives it a sharper outline. Many pet dogs can form secure base bonds with their caregivers. That means the caregiver is not only a provider of meals. The caregiver becomes a point of emotional regulation, the one whose presence changes how safe the world feels. That is why the greeting is not always about what is in your hands. If the bowl is already filled and the leash is still untouched, the body can still celebrate as if something essential has been restored. Your return is the event. The same animal who read your face before you set anything down is now reading the whole doorway scene. Your shoulders, your voice, your pace, the way you bend down or walk past. Their greeting is partly a question. Are we back together? Are things normal? Are you really here? Secure attachment is not measured by volume alone. A dog can be securely attached and greet you softly. Another can leap and bark because impulse control is not their strongest department. The meaning comes from the pattern. Do they seek contact, relax after reconnecting, and return to ordinary behavior once the reunion is complete? That last part is important. A secure dog often settles after the emotional check-in. The wild greeting becomes a sigh on the rug, a drink of water, a return to the toy they abandoned. The system resets. If the distress keeps rising, if your departure triggers destruction or panic, that is a different welfare issue and deserves patient support. But the joyful reunion itself can be a beautiful signal. Not because your dog is obsessed, but because separation made your role visible. You are the familiar landmark that reappears. And sometimes, after all that movement, the clearest sign is the one that barely moves at all. There is a moment when your dog looks at you without asking for anything. No leash in your hand, no bowl nearby, no treat sound from the cupboard. Just a soft face turned upward, eyelids easy, mouth loose, body unbraced. The gaze does not drill into you, it rests on you. That difference is everything. Hard staring can be pressure in dog language, especially between unfamiliar dogs. It can mean challenge, worry, or fixation. But soft mutual looking between a relaxed dog and a trusted person is different. It is more like sitting with someone you love at the end of a long day, when nobody needs to fill the silence. There is even a biological reason this moment feels so intimate. In 2015, Nagasawa and colleagues reported that in dog-owner pairs, prolonged mutual gazing was linked with rises in urinary oxytocin in both dogs and humans after interaction. Oxytocin is often discussed in the context of caregiving bonds, including mother-infant connection. The striking part is that the dog-human pair appeared to participate in a similar positive loop. Not magic, chemistry meeting behavior. If your dog has a version of this soft look, remember the details and tell me what it looks like in your house. Is it a quiet stare from across the room, a chin on your knee, or something stranger only the two of you understand? This does not mean you should stare into your dog's eyes like you are trying to win a contest. Please do not turn bonding into a blinking duel on the living room floor. The signal works because it is voluntary. Your dog chooses to look. Your face stays gentle, your voice stays low, and the moment remains safe enough to continue. You can notice the surrounding details. The muscles around the eyes soften. The ears sit naturally instead of pinning tight. The jaw is not clenched. The body may lean into the floor or into your leg. Sometimes the eyes narrow briefly, not in fear, but in ease. That is the flattering part. Your dog is not only watching you for instructions, they may be using your face as a place to feel safe. And when that safety carries into the end of the day, it often shows up as a small ritual before rest. Maybe the room is dim, the television is low, and your dog walks over with the seriousness of someone completing an ancient task. They push their muzzle into the bend of your knee, tuck their head beneath your hand, or press the side of their face against your blanket for 3 seconds longer than necessary. Then comes the exhale. Heavy, warm, almost ridiculous in its satisfaction. This is not the same as demanding entertainment. It is contact for comfort. For young puppies, safety begins as warmth, smell, body contact, and the presence of a caregiver. They learn the world first through closeness. Adult dogs are not puppies forever, of course, but many carry forward a deep preference for contact that calms the nervous system. A nuzzle before sleep can be a private way of saying, "This is where I settle." The gesture can look small because it is so familiar. A chin on your ankle, a nose tucked under your wrist, a shoulder leaned against your calf while you brush your teeth. These are ordinary domestic moments, but they carry the emotional logic of attachment. Before becoming vulnerable, the dog checks in with the safe body nearby. And dogs often make this check-in personal. They learn which sounds make you turn toward them. They learn whether a tiny huff gets a hand lowered, whether a soft whine brings your voice, whether a nose bump is answered with space or affection. Canine communication research supports the broader idea that dogs use human-directed vocalizations and adapt their signals to owner responses. In daily life, that means your dog may have built a bedtime language with you, one small sound and nudge at a time. That is why the memory of these moments can change once you know what you are seeing. The nuzzle you barely noticed last Tuesday may have been a security check. The sigh against your leg may have been relief. The dog was not just taking up room, they were choosing a place to land. And once a dog has chosen you as that landing place, they often keep track of you long before bedtime arrives. You stand up to get a glass of water, and a head lifts from the rug. You cross into the hallway, and behind you comes the soft click, click, click of nails. Not frantic, not always urgent, just present. You stop by a drawer, and your dog stops too, as if the household map has one moving center, and you happen to be it. This is shadowing, and it is one of the most misunderstood attachment behaviors in the home. People often joke that their dog is a tiny supervisor, a furry inspector, a creature deeply concerned about laundry procedure. Fair, some dogs do look personally offended by folded towels. But beneath the comedy, following can be a normal social behavior. Veterinary behavior guidance and dog attachment literature often distinguish ordinary caregiver following from clinical separation anxiety. One can be healthy proximity, The other is distress that overwhelms the dog when alone. The difference shows in the body.
A dog who follows from room to room may still be loose, curious, able to lie down, able to chew a toy, able to nap when nothing interesting happens. They are keeping you in the edge of awareness. A dog in true panic often cannot settle at all when separated, may vocalize intensely, damage exits, drool, or show severe distress. That dog needs help, not teasing.
But for many dogs, shadowing is simply the moving version of the safe base bond. They do not need to be on top of you, they just want to know where their anchor has gone. Some studies on owner absence suggest that dogs may greet more strongly after longer separations, such as after a couple of hours compared with a shorter absence, though details vary across research designs. That fits what many owners see at home. Time apart changes the reunion. Distance inside the house can create a tiny version of that same question. Where are you? And are we still connected? Watch for the gentlest interactive signal inside the following. Your dog trails you into a room, pauses, looks up, and waits. If you speak softly, they may relax and sniff the floor. If you place a calm hand on their shoulder, they may exhale and move away. That tiny check-in is not a command request. It is a connection request. You can answer without making it bigger. A quiet, "You're okay." A relaxed glance. A small touch if your dog enjoys touch. Then back to normal life. That teaches your dog that being near you is safe and that they do not have to escalate to be noticed. The goal is not to create a dog who never follows. The goal is to recognize when following is affection, when it is information seeking, and when it might be anxiety asking for support. Because sometimes, the dog at your heels is not trying to control your day. They are moving through the home with the creature who makes the rooms feel safe. So go back to that doorway, back to the moment before the keys hit the counter. Your dog is not waiting for food. They are reading the micro-expressions that cross your face in the first 2 seconds, the set of your jaw, the softness or tension around your eyes, and using that information to calibrate how the next few hours will feel. Researchers call it referencing. Dogs do it almost exclusively toward their attachment figure. That is the signal most owners never name, not the tail, not the jumping. The quiet, rapid scan of your face before anything else happens. Every day, your dog performs a small act of devotion disguised as a look. And if that idea changes the way you see them, let the video carry that quiet thanks with a like. They are checking whether you are okay, because to them, your state is their weather. Subscribe if you want the next breakdowns of the small, science-backed signals dogs use when they trust, worry, bond, and ask for help. And tell me the most personal version of this in your home. What is the first thing your dog does when you walk through the door and they read your face?